Welcome back to our episode. Ryan here with Chaos MMA, and today we have on Claire Lopez. Claire, how was the day for you so far? How was training and everything?
I'm good. Today, I came back to France because I train in London, but I came back in France for a week to see my son before the end of my training camp for the next fight. So I'm good. Oh,
Yeah, and when you go back, are you where are you training at now for the whole week you're there? Do you know where you're training at now?
in London?
Yeah, in London. Yeah.
Yeah. I train in London at the Great Britain top team with Brad Pickett,
Okay.
and yeah, it's been like 4 years now. I'm training with this team.
Yeah. And speaking with your upcoming fight, it's a pretty big fight for yourself, there's a lot on the line for this fight. So when I talk to people about this, when there's like a belt on the line, they say there's not added pressure. Some say you kind of do feel the pressure. Do you feel there's any more added pressure for this fight, or is it kind of just another fight for yourself?
No pressure. I think I have nothing to lose, but she's undefeated. She's 10-0. She has the belt, so she has more to lose than me. But usually when I fight, I don't have pressure on my shoulder. I just enjoy to be there, and even more because it's gonna be a big fight on Saitama Arena. So I'm really excited. I don't have pressure. I'm just
Yeah, and
happy.
when you're going through the camp with this now, through camp right now, are you still kind of doing like mimics of what your opponent's gonna do? Are you kind of past that now? Are you still watching film on her, or are you kind of past that part? Like, well, what is training camp kind of like right now for yourself?
So I want to know basically what she does, but I don't watch a lot of video. I don't really like to watch video.
Yeah.
So my coach, they saw some stuff in her game, like the grappling. She has good grappling, but I saw her boxing is terrible, not good. So yeah, I have a game plan, of course, and I know I have to be careful on grappling, but I have a good level on wrestling and grappling, so I'm not really worried. It's just gonna be a good fight with a good level, high level.
So if she doesn't get this fight to the ground, you think there's no chance she wins this one? Because your striking is just kind of like different levels, you feel like, or no?
Yeah, I think she never had an opponent powerful like me in this division because I'm pretty even if I'm short, but I'm pretty strong and powerful. So I think when she's gonna see my first cross, my first jab, she's gonna feel, oh, okay, maybe I have to be careful when I want to shoot. That's my goal. I want to knock her out in this fight. That's what I want to do. So that's what I'm gonna try to do.
Yeah, and with the knockouts, I'm always curious. Do the knockouts kind of just come about whenever? Do you aim for the knockout, or is this just when the opportunity presents itself? Like, how does the knockout works for yourself? Because I always hear different things.
I think you shouldn't think about knockout because if you think about it, you tense and it's not coming. You just have. I don't really know. It's a little bit of secret the knockout. You don't really know when it happened. I think you need to be quick and just yeah. I think it's question of timing. Just wait for the good timing, and when she doesn't expect the punch. So yeah, I'm working a lot on my striking and my movement, my footwork. So yeah, we see.
Yeah, it seems like it's going to be a great fight coming up here in a month, and I
Oh
always
yeah.
people I have on. What is your official prediction? What round are you getting this done in, and how are you getting it done?
What round I don't know because the only thing I know, I always finish before the end of the fight. I like to finish my fight. I don't like to do a decision boring fight. So I would say maybe second round because maybe we're gonna see the first one how she. I want to read her game before, and yeah, and I accept that maybe a TKO knockout or TKO will be good.
No, you're aiming for the finish. You get the finish. You get the belt.
Uh,
I mean, I know the UFC doesn't have an atom weight division, but would you be willing to move up or move down or get to the UFC? Like what is your future goal? Like what is that main goal for yourself?
To be honest, I'm not really excited to go UFC. It's not something I really want to do.
Okay.
It's not my dream. Since I fought on Rising, I think I've found the place I want to stay. I want to fight. So obviously, I'm still signing with Combate Global in Miami. I'm still fighting for them. I represent them in Rising. But yeah, if I can still fight there, get the belt, defend the belt, and I think it's an amazing show. It's a really great show. They treat the fighter really well. So I'm happy to be there. And at the moment, I just want to stay there.
No, it's always cool seeing the Rizin fights, and it seems like they're
Yeah.
they're already a high, big promotion, and they're only getting better. How is a fight week with Rise? I'm curious, like with the media and everything. How is a fight week with all that?
The fight before?
No, like yeah, like a whole fight week. Yeah. So how was like the whole fight week before for yourself?
Um, I think it was the best fight week of my life. They really look after the fighter, and I think the thing that I really enjoyed was the opening ceremony on Rising.
Yeah.
You know, before the fight, it was really amazing. Like this, the fireworks, the lights, there was like 13,000 people. So it's the first time I fight in front of this amount of people. So yeah, it was really the best experience of my life in sports. And now it's gonna be even more bigger because it's Saitama. It's 50,000 people. It's Bellator versus Rising, so it's gonna be a huge show. And yeah, and I love this media day. You know, shooting these 3 days before the fight. I really enjoy. The only thing is this time I'm gonna have to cut my weight. Usually I don't cut, but now it's 49 kilos, so I'm gonna have to cut maybe 2 3 kilos. So it's gonna be a little bit different, but I'm still happy to be here.
Were you a little nervous with all those people, or you kind of enjoyed it? Like, wow, this is pretty cool. All these people watching.
It's so cool. It's exactly what I want. You know, since COVID, I've never fought against in front of people. Then Combate Global, it's more for TV, so you don't really have a crowd and everything. So yeah, when I was on Rising on Japan, I was like, wow, that's amazing. I really like to fight with all these people in front of me, and even if I'm not Japanese, so they don't really want to see me winning, but they're still respectful. You know, they still show you a lot of respect, and I really appreciate this. So now I'm really happy to fight with a lot
Yeah.
of people.
Yeah, it's always cool seeing like fighters walking out with all the fans screaming and cheering. I'm sure it's an amazing moment for yourself and one that
Yeah, yeah.
for upcoming.
Yeah, it's moment you don't have a lot in your life. You know, MMA is gonna finish in maybe 3 4 5 years. I don't know, so you have to enjoy every second.
Yeah, for sure. You never know. And the last two things here, I always ask everyone I have on, where do you see yourself in a year from now? June 27, June 27, 2024. Where do you see yourself in a year from now? What do you think you'll be doing?
Next year,
Yeah.
still fighting. If my body is still, because I'm 34 years old, so I'm not young, but I'm not old. But yeah, if my body can still train and fight, and with this intensity of training, because this training is more difficult than fighting, I think I'll be still fighting next year, and I'm gonna try to maybe do some business on the side. I don't really know what, but yeah, I want to think about the after. I think
Yeah.
it's time to think about what I'm gonna do after. So, but at the moment, I just know that I'll be fighting again. Yeah,
Yeah.
training.
Yeah,
I
it's
like
always
this life.
Yeah, it's always cool seeing, fighters make a prediction on where they'll be in a year and just seeing like how true it comes sometimes. So I always ask that question. And last little fun thing here, fans always want to know. This is a fun question we always ask. If you could pick three fighters you could spend a night out drinking with, who would it be?
I don't drink.
Water, drink water. Yeah,
uh,
water. Just a cup of
yeah,
water.
of course. Oh, it's hard. You know, I'm not really a fan of MMA, so I don't really
Okay.
follow fighters, and I
Yeah.
don't really know them. So I don't really. I would say Brad Pickett because I know him personally, and he's a really really fun guy. He's a legend in UFC and this in his division. So I'm gonna say Brad Pickett. And
No.
yeah, I don't know. I never thought about this question. It's
Yeah, no, it's
interesting.
always an interesting question we ask. I'm always curious to hear your thoughts and stuff on this. But Brad Pickett's a great
Maybe
answer.
some old guy like Wanderlei Silva or this kind of guy who you can talk with them. Mike Tyson. I would like to spend time with Mike Tyson and speak with him, just to have his experience and his advice. Of life, and yeah, maybe
Yeah, no.
I'm gonna say.
Legends in the sport. I'm sure you would learn so much just hearing their minds and hear their thought process. And
Of
for you,
course.
thanks for your time. I really do appreciate it. And if you want to thank any sponsors, shout out any social media, the floor is yours.
Yeah, of course, I can thank my team and my coaches, my sponsor. So Paul Public Kitchen, Stadium, and Vigorate. They follow me since 3 years now, and you know this life is hard when you're a fighter. When you don't make money, it's hard. So I have good people, Sam, Brad. They help me a lot. So yeah, thank you.
Yeah. Thanks again for your time. It was great speaking with you, and good luck for the fight. We'll catch up after.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you. Have a good one. Bye bye.
Bye.